ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। ॐ समस्त ब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्रीवेदव्यास वैशम्पायनयाज्ञवल्क्य आद्य शङ्करादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातुः परमात्मनः गुरूणां ऋषीणां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं समस्तसनातनधर्मभक्तसाधकसेवकानां विघ्नशत्रुनिर्मूलनद्वारा शक्तिसाधना सम्पदावाप्तिद्वारा दिग्विजयप्राप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्ति समैक्यता एकता प्राप्त्यर्थं तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः कृष्णयजुर्वेदान्तर्गत पारायणम् आद्यशङ्कर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणम्। Let us do the chanting from Yaschandasam Vrishabho, the first Shikshavalli mantras with all wonderful devotion which we so much have in our hearts. We are not recognizing it or not using it. Let us recognize all the devotion, faith we have in our heart. Let us utilize it by chanting this mantra with those beautiful qualities of Bhakti Shraddha. Yaschandasam Vrishabho Vishwarupah Chandobhyodhyamrutat Sambhavova Samendro Medhaya Sprunoto Amrutasya Devadharano Bhuyasam Shariram Me Vicharshanam Jihva Me Madhumattama कर्णाभ्यां भोरि विश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय आवहन्ते वितन्वाना कुर्वाणा चिरमात्मनः वासागंसि मम गावश्च अन्नपाने च सर्वदा ततो मे श्रियमावह लोमशां पशुभिः सह स्वाहा आमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा विमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा प्रमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा दमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा शमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा यशोजने सानि स्वाहा श्रेयान्वस्य सोसानि स्वाहा तन्त्वा भग प्रविशानि स्वाहा समाभग प्रविश स्वाहा तस्मिन् सहस्रशाखे निभगाहन्तैमृजे स्वाहा यथा पप्रवतायन्ते यथा मासा अहर्जरम् एवं मां ब्रह्मचारिणः धातरायन्तु सर्वतः स्वाहा प्रतिवेशोऽसि प्रमाभाहि प्रमापद्यस्व भूर्भुवः सुवरिति वा एतास्तिस्रो व्याहृतयः तासामुहस्मैतां चतुर्थीं माहाचमस्य प्रवेदयते मह इति तद्ब्रह्म स आत्मा अङ्गान्यन्या देवताः भूरिति वा अयं लोकः भुव इत्यन्तरिक्षं सुवरित्यसौ लोकः मह इत्यादित्यः आदित्येन वाव सर्वे लोका महीयन्ते भूरिति वा अग्निः भुव इति वायुः सुवरित्यादित्यः मह इति चन्द्रमाः चन्द्रमसा वाव सर्वाणि ज्योतिर्गंसि महीयन्ते भूरिति वा रुचः भुव इति सामानि सुवरिति यजोगंसि मह इति ब्रह्म ब्रह्मणा वाव सर्वे वेदा महीयन्ते भूरिति वै प्राणः भुव इत्यपानः सुवरिति व्यानः मह इत्यन्नम् अन्नेन वाव सर्वे प्राणा महीयन्ते तावा एताश्चतस्रश्चतुर्धा चतस्रश्चतस्रो व्याहृतयः तायो वेद स वेद ब्रह्म सर्वेऽस्मै देवा बलिमावहन्ति ॐ शान्तिः 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 ओम अतः श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीयारण्यकांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद ओम यस्मात् जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रणीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हे व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते ॐ अथ शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मामावीत तद्वक्तारमावीत आवेन्माम् आवेद्वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ तद्वितीया ब्रह्मानन्दवल्ली शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ प्रथमोऽनुभागः ॐ ब्रह्मविदाप्नोति परं तदेशाभ्युक्ता सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं ब्रह्म यो वेदनिहितं गुहायां परमे व्योमन् सोऽश्नुते सर्वान् कामान् सः ब्रह्मणा विपश्चितेति तस्माद्वा एतस्मादात्मन आकाश सम्भूतः आकाशाद्वायुः वायोरग्निः अग्नेरावः अद्भ्यः पृथिवी पृथिव्या ओषधयः ओषधीभ्योऽन्नम् अन्नात् पुरुषः स वा एष पुरुषोऽन्नरसमयः तस्येदमेव शिरः अयं दक्षिणपक्षः अयमुत्तरपक्षः अयमात्मा इदं पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति ॐ शान्तिः 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 सैल्यूटिंग वेदव्यास भगवान वैशंपायन भगवान याज्ञवल्क्य भगवान आदि शंकर भगवान saluting all Brahma Vidya Acharyas, Rishis, Munis and Gurus, Brahma Tattva and Shruti Mata. And then salutations to Mitra, Varuna, Vayu. Simple logics are, have we experienced the truth? Are we in that infinite bliss? No. Have we gained the mastery over the mind and are at peace within ourselves? No. Have we negotiated and completely managed with the outer activities of ours. Balanced? No. So, therefore, we need the grace of the Lord till all these are reached. Secondly, are we doing some or the other sadhana or not? Yes. By whose grace we are doing it? If we ask the question, the answer is it is the infinite divine grace only. Therefore, keeping this in mind, that it is because of the grace that I am on this path and I need the grace till I reach the goal. Keeping these two as the basis, any other thought or the question of why I should pray, if it all comes, that should be eliminated or replaced. More positively, thank you, O Lord, for putting me on the path. But it is not enough. I have to reach the destination of that bliss, infinite, and liberation. Till it is reached, I know I need your blessings or your cooperation, guidance. Therefore, for that, I am doing my prayers to you, O Mitra, Varuna, Aryama, O all the Brahmavidya Acharyas. That attitude of wanting to know the truth, the attitude of needing the help, attitude of seeking the help, attitude of when the help is given, receiving it and using it. What is the meaning of help given, receiving, it, using is when we are given the help of the satsanga on the Upanishads, receiving it is mean being our regular and trying to understand. And using it is what whenever we are listening to Shastra Jnanam, there and then only we have to start practicing it and seeing that its benefits are gained. Generally, what happens is maximum up to the receiving level we come. But as it comes to the using level, like so many people give us so many gifts, we receive them, but we keep them somewhere, postponing the using of them for the other time. And they just remain like that only. They being the materialistic things that can be done, no problem, and you may not need it. Already you have. But spiritual thing is to be taken it as urgent. Therefore, not only receiving it, but if at all we can have the beautiful habit of using it there and then, the benefits are beautiful. For example, when we studied 8 months back, Shiksham Vyakhya Syamaha, received it. But did we use that? If you have browsed through YouTube or anything and collected those beautiful guidance of Sanskrit language, and in the last 8 months, even 15 minutes, if we had spent every day, by now, to some extent, we could have learned Sanskrit. So we have received but not used. In the same way, when the Samhita Upanishads are told, or Samhita Upasana, Vyaharti Upasana, the Pranava Upasana, when they are told, there and then, after receiving, if it were used by us, by now we would have been in a highest level of meditation. Is it not? So, Guru Upadesha Swikaranam and Guru Upadesha Upayogam. This thing, if we can really get a habit of जिस दिन सत्संग सुना उस दिन का उसी दिन यूज करना, experiment करना, implement करना, if this habit we can get, I think very surely and very soon we can enjoy the fact that we are doing sadhana, we can enjoy the doing sadhana, we can enjoy even the definite results too. Results are delayed not because of any other reason than our not using or doing. We have to do. And that tamoguna of not at all coming to the class, though replaced by coming regular, the tamoguna of coming regular but not listening is replaced by the listening. That tamoguna of listening but not understanding is replaced by understanding, should be continued by removing the tamoguna of not practicing by really practicing. Such people definitely consciously they can see that they are doing and the rewards of doing are coming in the form of the evolution, in the form of their own progress. So may we all be in that way be blessed by the Lord to receive and use the blessings, so that without much delay, this most beautiful spiritual evolution we experience. No more waiting, no more postponement. Let that sense of urgency in wanting to achieve, therefore, sense of urgency in doing should come to us. And to do this, whatever the amount of vairagya required to keep away everything other than Bhagwan also should be given to us. Let us pray for that also from the Lord. And that's why you can see in the Yoga Darshanam, we are studying that Abhyasa Vairagya Abhyam. So all these 6 classes which we are having every day are mutually connected to each other, trying to help us out. Alas, we are not fully into it. Our minds still are distracted, like while watching a movie. If your mind is distracted somewhere else, just like you miss that wonderful dialogue or wonderful scene or wonderful joy, we don't even know that we are missing it. So too, being distracted in things of the world, that beautiful grace blessings given to us by the rishis and the Bhagavan, we are denying like a child. So when we that way become fully attentive with a sufficient dispassion, thus keeping away the world, and become sincere in not only knowing but also in practicing, definitely we are really conquering ourselves and we are really doing the sadhana. So maybe I'll have that joy of becoming so deep in our contemplation that we are able to pierce through all layers of parda, and we are having the darshan of the Lord in us. Now, in this Taittiriya Upanishad, the Shiksha Valli gave us so many upasanas, but upasanas at the most take us to the Hiranyagarbha, which is again a conditional experience. Unconditional infinite bliss, if we want, it is only in the Brahma Anubhuti. And the Brahma Anubhava is gained by only Brahma Vidya. Therefore, the Brahma Anubhuti Rupa Param is gained by Brahma Vidya. Therefore, Brahma Vid Apnoti Param. And thus, we have seen in that first Anuvakam, in the second line, the exhaustive, the explanation of the Sutra Vakya, but then the detailed explanation by the Bhashyakara, and that is of the sentence Tadesha Abhyukta Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Now, the obvious question should be, where is this Brahman to be caught? So we were seeing from yesterday, day before, the Bhashakara's guidance. Same thing, we have to see, understand, let us try from the other angle. What is that? Is Brahman everywhere? The question asked is, he has to be everywhere. Is Brahman every time? Yeah, he is at every time. Is he there any place or any object? Yeah, every object is there. But then still he being in general everywhere, at every time, and also in every object, that itself is a disadvantage for not knowing the Brahman. Because he being permeating everywhere, generally, not having any Vishesha, specific expression, you cannot trace him. Like in China, you go, all Chinese look alike for us Indians. When all of them look alike, for somebody to whom you want to catch, it becomes so difficult. But in that Chinese, one odd man is there as an African. There is no difficulty at all because he has got some Vishesha Lakshanas features. But all are same, you cannot. So too, Sarvagata Brahma, Sarva Vyapaka Brahma, Nirvishesha Rupa Brahma cannot be recognized. In what? In any vastu which is conditioned by Deshakala. Though he is permeating, but it is not Upalabdhisthana. You have to try to catch this point. He being everywhere and every time and in every object in general as substratum of all of them without specific विशेषणास निर्विशेषण के कारण कहीं भी भगवान का उपलब्धि नहीं होगा है लेकिन उपलब्धि नहीं It's like we give the example, the cow milk in the cow buffalo is everywhere in the cow. But you have to go to the udder only. There only it will come. You understand? That's called Upalabdhisthanam. One is the presence, second is availability. Like the famous example again of where is the government of India? We ask, it is every corner of India. But anywhere you cannot go and government, can I contact you? I need help from you. You can't. You have to go to that specific department or office or parliament. There it is Upalabdhisthanam. Clear? We have to be very clear about it. This particular question, Bhagavan everywhere is there, why he cannot be seen? For that answer, question, this is the answer. Kyunki you can recognize something when you are having in your knowledge the specific lakshanas of that. But it is not having any specific lakshana. So what I said here was कि नहीं अन्यथा विशिष्ट देश काल संबंध अस्ति ब्रह्मणः. He is not there in one specific time that you can wait for him and catch him. He is not in a specific place that you can go and find him. Not he is specifically in one object only you can catch. नहीं विशिष्ट देश काल संबंध अस्ति ब्रह्मणः सर्वगतत्वात् निर्विशेषत्वात्. Then can't we find him or what? No, no, we can find. Where can you find? Where the Vastutva and Deshakala Visheshanatva are not there. And as we said yesterday, in that Buddhi Guha, where the Buddhi expressing as Triputi, in that the Triputi is our attention, And that attention on the Triputi, we are not worried about which is the Vastu. Therefore, the Vastu Visheshanatva obligation is not there. And in this Triputi, there is no Desha Sambandha. That you don't have Triputi, it's not that Triputi is there only in the East India. When I go to West, the Triputi is not for me. Or to the North I go. तो कोई देश का कोई उससे मायना नहीं है वो वृत्ति इन द त्रिपुटी में. So to the Kala, it is not that morning up to 12 o'clock, the Triputi of Gnatru Jnana Gneya will come. Afternoon it will not come. So Desha Kala Vastu, Bandhana is not there in the Antakarana or the Buddhi Vritti or in the what you call Vijnanamaya Kosha or which is called here as Nihitam Guhayam or Buddhi Guha. Therefore, be attentive. There it is chance to find it. And in fact, there alone there is a chance to find it. Most beautiful thing is definitely we will find him there. Therefore, clearly said, Yo Veda Nihitam Guhaya. Then Guha and Nihitam, these two things we have to be very specifically understand. Guha is Buddhi. Okay. How the Buddhi is becoming a Guha? Buddhi is becoming Guha by its own expression. Its expression itself is Guha. How the Buddhi is expressing as Triputi. So when the Triputi is not there, Buddhi is drawn, transcended, and we'll see that which was appearing as Buddhi so far. So Guha is Buddhi in the form of Jnatru Jnana Gneya. So that Buddhi with its expression of Jnatru Jnana Gneya, which is called as Guha, that itself is the Nihitam, that itself is Samvaranam. Understood? That itself is covering. Like what is that which is covering the wood in the chair? The Namarupa of the chair only covering the wood. Is it not? So too, the Triputi alone is the covering of Brahman. And be attentive, in the Triputi only, entire universe is there. And where is the Triputi standing? In the Brahman only. And doing what? Covering Brahman itself. Therefore, when we can drop Triputi and see Brahman, and having seen Brahman, we can look at the world. Everything is Brahman only. For the sake of Vyavahara, the Brahman, through the medium Maya Shakti, through the Triguna, appearing as a Triputi for Vyavahara. And Vyavahara has no purpose, it's only an entertainment for the Ishvara. And for us also, other than the Parva Dharma and Sadhana, there is no other person. All purposes attributed to the Jagat are only attributions, not realities. We attribute purpose, therefore we feel responsible to fulfill those attributes or the purposes. So, Guhayam Buddhau. ज्ञातृ ज्ञान ज्ञेय पदार्थ हित गुहा बुद्धि ही गूढ़ अस्याम. So again, bhoga bhargo, all that it is said. So therefore, from now onwards, our attention should be always on the Triputi and consciously transcending the Triputi. जिस दिन वो कर पाएंगे उस दिन we are in direct darshan with the Brahma Vastu, Atma Vastu. All our sadhana, other sadhanas of ours should bring us to this position or ability or capacity. And then from now onwards, we should never have doubt regarding what is the meaning of buddhi, what is the meaning of buddhi guha, what is the meaning of cave of heart. That point in experience where the triputi is happening is called buddhi, is called as guha. And the triputi buddhi is in the form of the vrittis, thoughts. Therefore, that chitta itself is that buddhi. Chitta vrittis are the ones which are in the form of triputi. And also that is because we accept the triputi is there. Because we value the triputi. Therefore it is there. Like in the gold ornaments, we accept and we value. That is why it is there. Is it not? And then we wear it as ornament. Everywhere that is not used as ornaments. In some other countries, they use some other things. And for them, as much golden ornaments are valuable to us, those ornaments are valuable. They may make them with the tusks of the elephants or some of the other beads or any wooden things. कुछ भी बना लेते हैं वो लोग. But we value the ornaments of gold. They value the ornament of other things. Gold is gold. The object is object. But the ornamentation is there only because we value. So too, the Triputi is there only because we value. That day when we discover, that is because the Triputi, the infinite Paramatma, is made, reduced to be a finite thing, and we are bound by that Triputi. The day when we recognize it, then we become ready, willingly, to drop or transcend that Triputi. Just like in other phenomena also, the day we discover that from this person, I am only incurring the loss, not profit, then you will drop that person. So too in the Antakarana, the day we discover that these negativities of desire, passion, negative, or anger, lust, jealousy, they are only troubling me. The day when we discover them, then we become ready or start to drop them. If the discovery is not there, opposite of it is there, that इसके द्वारा कुछ मुझे मिलने वाला है, we can never leave them. Any kachra in the room, if you think there is a utility for it, you hide it somewhere. The moment you say it's not required for me, you throw it. Same way, Triputi is required for Vyavahara. But the Vyavahara is hiding the infinite blissful Brahman and binding us. Therefore, should we have the Triputi? A question we have to ask. If the answer is no, we have to drop. Then really we are understanding sadhana. Then we have to do it. And what is that doing? Slowly from where we are, we have to reach to that meditative poise. Where we are so much busy in creating millions of triputis every moment, every day. Slowly we have to reduce the quantity of them. Lesser the quantity of the sets of triputi, more quieter is the mind, more chances for introvertedness, going to this buddhi guha. And how do we reduce tripudi in the world outside? That is what the entire meaning of live life of dharma, live life of values, be aparigrahi, don't covet the things, don't own anything, keep on giving the things in dhanam. What is the consequence of all these sadhanas? The consequence is the jnaya vastus are reduced. Thereby, the jnanam is also reduced. Therefore, the jnata frequency also reduced. More jnaya vastus are there in my position or possession, more jnanam and jnana, jnata of it is born. So, more triputis are born. To that extent, the Brahman is hidden. Nihitam guhaya. It's all calculative. There's nothing special about it, nothing wrong about it. Now, if you can reach on the seat of meditation to only one triputi, Om Namo Narayanaya. So, Narayana Rupa is Gneyam, Narayana Rupa Jnanam, and I am the Jnata. एक ही त्रिपुटी मेंटेन करो. Then drop that Gneyam, Narayana Rupa. Then the thought of Jnanam of Narayana also goes away. Then a specific Jnata of the Jnaya Vastu Narayana through the Jnanam also gone. Then who remains there? That Brahman who was, because of not valued, was appearing this like this, because these three were valued. It's only a question of devaluing, dropping. Then you are one with it. This way, the one who within himself only the continuous flow of Triputi arrests and drops even final Triputi, and thus the one who discovers that beyond Triputi curtain, the existing Brahma Tattva is me. That is called as Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam means. Whoever is able to do this exercise, this practice. This is the Upalabdhi Sthanam, and this is the way of Upalabdhi, obtaining him. It's like thousands of waves you are fully aware of. Therefore, you are not aware of the waters. If you can bring your attention to one wave, which is difficult in a flowing water, you try to look the water in the wave or look one wave among so many. It is a tremendous concentration practice. Let us say you have arrested your drishti to visualize only one wave. And having done so, drop that waveness. What do you see is that water which is eternally there. Water alone was there. Is it not? In the same way, for various reasons of asanas or habits, we in our buddhi guha are habituated to create continuously a triputi. And triputi is samsara. If it is sukshma, it is sukshma samsara. If it is stula, the stula samsara. इन द स्थूल में ज्ञेय वस्तु ही स्थूल होता है. ज्ञानम एंड ज्ञाता अगेन आर सूक्ष्म इन द अंतःकरण. लाइक इन जागृत अवस्था, let us say a curtain. It is ज्ञेय वस्तु. वस्तु is स्थूला, but its thought and anubhuti is in the heart. In fact, स्थूला vastu also nobody so far has seen or touched or tasted. They have only seen them, trusted them, tasted them only through indriya. Even indriyas are not enough, only through mana. Only in the mana, when the vritti of that object happens, and when the vritti is illuminated with the consciousness, then the jnanam of that knowledge object will happen. The jnanam is called as prama. Therefore, from this standpoint also, we have to very clearly understand and accept the world is in the mind. The more we entertain this thought that the world is in the mind, to that extent, our value to the gross world gets reduced. It's only valuing the world that the world becomes valuable and troubles us. The moment you start devaluing it, no problem. And it is in our hands to value or devalue. And then, for the sake of obtaining the pure Parabrahma, it is inevitable that we have to devalue everything. The devaluing technically is called Vairagya. And what is that helps for vairagya is viveka. What viveka? It is it is not permanent, it is continuously changing. In fact, it is not real, it is only superimposed. So on the Brahman, the Triputi is superimposition. That's called as buddhi. And in all are thoughts only, no? The Gneya Vastu is a thought, Jnanam is a thought, Jnata is a thought. They are three together friends. If one valued, it brings other two. So too, if one is devalued, the other two go away. So if you can drop the Gneya Vastu, the Jnata Jnanam goes away. Keep on doing that till the habit of continuously either creating or allowing the formation of Triputi is reduced. This is meditation. The habitual formation, the willful formation of the Triputi formation when it is reduced or arrested. This is called as meditation. At that last Triputi level, the dropping of Jnaya, when it is done, Jnanam also goes away, the Jnata also goes away. Then that Brahman which is always there will be recognized. And that alone is there behind every Triputi throughout our life, every moment. And the whole world is nothing but Triputi. Therefore, who is there in the entire world? Triputi. And where is the Triputi? Is in the Brahman only. But still, the Brahman is not recognized because of our life throughout lived only at the Jnatru Jnana Gneya level. And there is nothing but samsara. And in the world, just like when you don't like some person, we just drop him and dekhte, that person gone out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. And you don't even remember also. Like that, so many have come and gone in our life, the people, object, experiences. People, objects, experience coming and going, but the habit of valuing them is not going. Therefore, the habit of Triputi formation is not going. Therefore, the self which is hidden behind that is not being traced by us. See, when you listen to these subtle thoughts, are we not feeling that? So, the Brahman alone is real. On him, unnecessarily the Triputi is imagined and the entire world is imagined or created and we are lost in it. Utna hi hai pura. Vedanta is not a million things. Spirituality is not a thousands of things. It's only two or three things, that's it. Brahman through the modification of Triputi, seeming modification of Triputi is Jagat. Jagat reduced to minimum Triputis and the Triputi dropped is experienced as Brahman. One wood made into the hands and the legs and etc. and assembled is superimposing the chairness on the wood. The leg of the chair also wood only, hands of the leg also wood only. So to the Gneya Vastu is wood Paramatma only. Jnanam also Paramatma. Jnata also Paramatma. But the Paramatma from whom these three have come, they themselves are hiding Paramatma. See that? Like the clouds created by the sun are covering the sun only. SUN sun. This we have to recognize it. There's no emotion here, there's no sentiment. This is how it is happening, sir. And if you can drop the Triputi, you are one with Brahman. And it is the only place where you can discover Brahman, even though he is everywhere, at every time, in everything. सर्वगतत्व है, सर्व देश में है, सर्वकाल में है, सर्व वस्तु में है, फिर भी निर्विशेष होने के कारण you cannot catch him. Here alone you can catch. And when you catch him here, behind one chair, when you discover the wood or plastic, every chair is same. Behind one wave water discovered, everywhere the same. Behind one Triputi Guha, when Brahman is discovered, behind every Triputi is that one Brahman only. So Brahman, imagine in Triputi is called universe, world, samsara, whatever you say. So that's much. Yo veda nihitam guhaya. Jnana jnaya jnatra padartha iti guha buddhi. In that. Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam. Okay. Then this Guha only is Parama Vyoma, not the Avyakruta Akasha. This Avyakruta Akasha explanation today will come in the evening in the Agastya Rishi's teachings. Same subject what we are studying today will come in Adhyatma Ramayanam evening class. So, Yo Veda, Veda means knows that it is there. Veda means knows that it can be seen when the Triputi is dropped. Veda means dropping the Triputi and knowing that that Brahman to be the actual me. And always remember that Brahman is me, is realization. That Brahman cannot be known objectively and then still we can think that we can be liberated. No. That Sarvagata, Sarvavyapaka, Ananta, Brahma is me. Is me if it is not added, it's only a philosopher's philosophical understanding only, which never liberates him. And the whole struggle is this only. Brahmavid apnoti. You have to have the apti of it, prapti of that. And what is the prapti? Darshana, adarshana. And what is the darshana? Again, not दृश्य रूप दर्शन by the दृष्टा. अरे वो त्रिपुटी तो छोड़ रहे हैं हम. वहाँ I myself through the Triputi appearing as the world. I am the Brahman. That is called Veda, Vijanati. That is why in the beginning only told that Veda Atma Swarupena, is it not? Pratyagatma Rupena. Remember that Pratyagatma alone is Sarvatma. And it is in experience, not in theory. Theory with little struggle you can understand. But still we continue to be Jiva and Deha only. Then we are not liberated. Like having thousands of rupees, still hungry because you have not exchanged it for the food. पैसे है तो भूख नहीं मिटता ना, खाना खरीदो तो खाओ तो मिटेगा. So to Siddhanta Jnana is not the source of liberation. That Anubhuti, that Brahman which is behind the Triputi is me. Therefore, I am not the Jnata of the Jnaya Vastu through the Jnanam. I am that pure Brahman on whom these three are depending. These three are projected. Tasam ohasmaitam chaturtim. Bhurбhuva swaritiva etastisro vyahurtayah tasam ohasmaitam chaturtim mahachavasya pravedete. And once for all recognize the fact that only in devaluing the Triputi that we discover Brahman. If not, always will be in the Triputi only. जब तक आप नहीं पार करोगे त्रिपुटी का, ब्रह्म नहीं मिलेगा, मोक्ष मोक्ष नहीं मिलेगा. अब जब तक इज as many million lives as you want. You can go on postponing for any number of lives. Okay. Now the question comes, most important is what? When that Guha Antargata Brahma or Atma Swarupa Anubhuti we get, what is the Phala? Is it worth? Then only I will go for it now. Now the worthiness of that is explained so detailedly, deeply, beautifully, exhaustively by Shruti Mata, followed by our Adi Shankar Bhagavan's Bhashya, is that if this one thing, if we can thoroughly, undoubtedly understand deeply, we will never go for anything of the world other than Brahman. Like when you are convinced about the quality of this food of that hotel, its making, its way of serving and all. So in all aspects, in this hotel is better than other. Ambience is good, food quality is good, cost of food also is reasonable, the way of serving is fantastic, located in an accessible place. When so many good qualities are found in that one hotel, which are not there in other, why do we go to other? That is what we do, no? भाई शादी करनी है तो बेटे के लिए बहू ढूंढ रहे हो तो you will see for maximum suitable qualities. So the three girls are seen, oh boy, तो एक लड़की में बहुत सारे दुर्गुण है, दूसरे में कम दुर्गुण है, और इसमें है ही नहीं दुर्गुण, एक ही सारे सद्गुण है। देयरफॉर रिजेक्ट द सद्गुण वाली और टेक द दुर्गुण। डू यू डू दैट? You don't do it, na? Every of our shopping we do only keeping in mind quality. अरे ब्रह्म का हमको क्वालिटी नहीं पता हो रहा क्लियरली, इसलिए दूसरी चीजों को शॉपिंग में हम निकल रहे हैं, दूसरी चीजों के। दिस इज द फर्स्ट थिंग इफ यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड, we will never waste our life's time energy for anything else. The biggest problem is not knowing the value of the Brahma Anubhuti in its entirety. Everywhere it is said, you will become Ananta, you will become Ananda Sarupa. While saying that in those contexts, the Guru thought that the children have understood it. But children have never the clarity of that they want Ananda, not the Vastus. Children means students. Therefore, that thought never goes clearly into their bheja. Here, if we study the next 4 or 5 lines, which is talking about the Phalashruti of Yoveda Nihitam Guhaya, the one who recognizes his oneness with the Brahman, who is hidden in this Guha of the Buddhi called as Triputi, Parame Vyoman. The Phala which is indicated, if you can understand it deeply, it calls for the deep understanding and acceptance also. Then our desire to know that Brahman starts happening. Like, why don't you go to this Mahatma? Because you don't know that he is Mahatma. Simple thing it is. If you know he is Mahatma in the sense, kind, compassionate, loving, will you leave him or what? You won't leave. Why do you worship that God? Because with his grace, in my life, everything is going on beautiful. Therefore, I am worshiping. Everywhere, what tempts us is phala. Because prayojanam anuddishya na mandopi pravartate. And it is correct. Without prayojanam, कुछ भी करना नहीं चाहिए. मंद कहते हैं उसको जो बिना प्रयोजन का कुछ कर रहा है, वो भी नहीं करेगा, उसको भी कुछ चाहिए ही. Even a dog will not serve you unless you give it biscuits every day. खाने को नहीं दोगे तो दुम मुला के वो चला जाएगा जहाँ खाना दे रहा है उधर. So the Adbhuta Prayojanam of Brahma Vidya is explained now in the next 3 or 4 lines. Let us try to deeply analyze it, try to understand it. Let us see how it works out. We have the Krupa of Bhagavan Adi Shankara, Yagnavalka Vaishampayana Vedavyasa, and the Gurus. Hope we will be able to, solve that riddle or puzzle, go through that ignorances or non-understandings, or break open the doors or the windows of understanding about the glorious benefits gained through by being one with the Brahma Tattva. So, what is the result said in the mantra? So Shnute Sarvan Kaman Sah Brahmana Vipashiteti. That is the meaning. That's the mantra which tells us the Falashruti. Saha. Saha means the one who discovered his identity with that Brahman, which is hidden behind the Triputi. By transcending the Triputi, by devaluing them. Saha means that person. Anybody it can be. It's a universal pronoun. Whoever tries, he is given that. Saha. Ashnute means anubhungte, prapnoti, enjoys. Sarvan kaman. He will enjoy all the kamana purti saha at one go. Why is it so? Because that is Brahma, and that Brahma is Vipaschit. वो विपश्चित ब्रह्म का अनुभव होने के कारण उस अनुभव में बी अटेंटिव, सारे कामनाओं को एक ही बार अनुभव करने का उतना आनंद उसमें है. देखो, if this is clearly convinced or understood, Will we go for anything else other than this? Now, here the Bhagavan Vashakara systematically analyzes some three or four beautiful points. Excellent it is. Very, very to be studied many a times till the clearest understanding comes, which definitely will give us the conviction only to pursue Parabrahma, and while pursuing him, ready for every sacrifice. Ready for every sacrifice. That will come to us. Neither we are pursuing nor ready to sacrifice anything for obtaining Brahma, because the value of the Brahman is not known. Like those who know the value of the morning class, truly from the heart, that is our Sanatana Dharma Shastras, the Upanishads, with the Bhashyam, very, very rare to get that opportunity to listen. Somebody is telling us, "Na, if you know the value, you will come only, you will not bunk the class." So to the evening, the Adbhuta Bhagavata, the Ramayana. Those who know value, they don't leave it. Those who are leaving me, they don't know value of it. That's it, so simple. We're not pursuing Brahman because we don't know its value. Now, one by one, let us see. Now, Bhashyam I am reading and explaining. Saha evam Brahma Vijanan Kim. That sadhaka, in this way, when he discovers the Brahman, Kim, so what? What is the result? Evam Brahma Vijanan means by removing the curtain of the Triputi, he has embraced that Brahman as his own self. He discovered that Brahman to be himself. Okay, picturize it in your own way. But then feel that the discovery is that I am that Brahman hidden behind the Triputi. I am that Brahman. Saha evam vijanan kim. Evam Brahma vijanan kim iti aha. Now this is Shruti Mata says, and I am telling you the Bhashya. Shankara Bhagavan says. What is that? Ashnute. What is the meaning of Ashnute? So Ashnute. Saha is explained now, that person, that sadhaka. Now Ashnute. Ashnu means bhunkte. Enjoys. Enjoys. This word is common to all of us. We enjoy ice cream, we enjoy TV, we enjoy cinema, cell phone, we enjoy friends' company, we enjoy our journey, we enjoy travel, we enjoy our sleep. भूंगते तो हम सबको पता है ना, भोग करना, एंजॉय करना. So sa ashnute means bhungte. What? Sarvan. What is the meaning of sarvan? Niravashishtan. Mitandu. Niravashishtan means not even one is left out. Sarvan is a very powerful word. You have to understand it here cautiously. Niravashishtan. Not even one left out. Is it not? Like you went to somebody's house. डाइनिंग टेबल में उन्होंने बेचारा आउट ऑफ लव दे मेड एक दाल बनाए, दो सब्जियां बने, एक तरी वाली, एक दूसरी वाली, फिर कुछ और चार पांच आइटम्स, थोड़ा बिरयानी भी रखा है, अचार भी है, पापड़ भी है. देन आफ्टर 10 मिनट दे टेल यू अब ले लो ये लो. नो नो मैंने सब टेस्ट कर लिया. है कि नहीं? नो नॉट ओनली टेस्टेड, लेट अस से सारे बर्तन खाली भी कर दी मानो. दैट इज कॉल्ड द मीनिंग ऑफ सर्वान भुंगते, निरवशिष्टान भुंगते. It so happens sometimes when you throw a party, things are brought, everything is eaten. Why should we leave anything? पैसे लगा के खरीदा क्यों छोड़े? I'm just giving those simple examples to convey the meaning of bhunkte is ashnute means prapnoti or enjoys. Ashnute means bhunkte. But the important word is sarvan. Sarvan you have to understand very clearly. What is clear understanding? Niravashishtan means not even one also is left out. In fact, what are they? Kaman means bhoga. Iti artha. Therefore, sarvan bhogan bhunkte. Sarvan kaman bhunkte niravashishta. This is what it is. Nivarashishta. All kaman. Means what? Just for the sake of explanation. He Any number of creations might have happened, dissolutions have happened at the time of all those creations. Okay? By all the jivas of all yonis, whatever they have enjoyed of the past, enjoying in the present, will enjoy in the future, all of that are enjoyed by that Brahma Jnani. अब देखो, is it not very tempting and inspiring? We have just started the explanation. पूरा नहीं हुआ अभी. First we are understanding Bhunkte, then Sarvan. So Soshtute Sarvan Kaman. So Sarvan means Nirvasishtan. Bhunkte. Kaman means Bhogan. Iti artha. So Sarvan Bhogan Bhunkte. Sarvan Kaman Ashnute. Sarvan means Niravasishtan. Avashishta means छोड़ा गया. सो प्लेट में आपका ना 2 चपाती डाला है, एक दाल सब्जी, पूरा आपने खा लिया. भी वो प्लेट को धोने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. सो इट्स कॉल्ड निरावशिष्टान. That is one left out. See, now you have to be surprisingly listening this. Surprisingly try to understand. Surprisingly you have to accept. What is that? With the experience of one Brahman as me, one Brahman means Brahman is always one only. With the experience of Brahman as me, after dropping the Triputi cover, the experience is what? Experience is of enjoying or experiencing all the bhogan of all the past and present and future. I have explained the word yaha ashnute, yo veda nitam guhayam saha ashnute sarvan kaman. These 4 words are explained. All the things you experience in the world you experience. Now the details of it. Interesting, this the analysis interesting. Now the question asked by Bhagavan himself. What is that? Say it is said once you experience Brahman, every of the bhoga without leaving out anything, you experience. ये sentence इतना समझ में आया. Then the question is, किम अस्मदादिवत? Is it like us we experience the common man who has not reached the Brahman? What do we experience? Be careful. Putra, Swarga Adin. And also, the next word is very important. Paryayena. Like we experience the Putra. Means your children, you love the children. That joy is so beautiful. And the Swarga, when you go there, Swarga, such a respect, welcome is done. Swarga is like any 7-star hotel where you throw lot of money. Right from your entry your entry of your car into that portico, how the people they come and open the door, and the main door, how the doorkeepers welcome you with all smile. When you go into that reception, they stand up. Then this is a welcome. So you understand? Thereafter, when you book the room with the money, or if it's already booked, whatever, then the people come to carry the luggage and take you, put in your room and show everything. And then anything you call a bell, they're available. Laundry available, food anytime available, exercise available, massage available. This is called Swarga because you threw lot of money. 7-star hotel और दिन 20,000 10,000 दे दिया तो one day only फिर वो खत्म हो गया तो next day you have to pay, otherwise kicked out. So too the wealth of punya when we spend, when you do lot of accordingly that. And the facilities depend 10-star or 7-star or 5-star or 3 जितना पैसा है आपका उतना. In the 3-star hotel, no servant, you only have to carry your luggage. There the bell will not work, you have to come out and shout reception. कोई है करके. So पुत्रादीन स्वर्गान we enjoy. इनको भोग करेंगे ब्रह्मज्ञानी. So the vastu vishesha is explained there. Second is paryayena. Paryayena means ek ke baad ek. When you are enjoying putra here in the world, you cannot enjoy swarga there. When you are enjoying स्वर्ग there, it is not here. ये एक के बाद एक होता है. मनुष्य लोक में हमको ना अनुभूतियां एक के बाद एक होते हैं, सारे एक नहीं होते. That is the difference between our bhoga of the vastus and the Brahma Anubhava when we become one with. It's simple, like one channel only you can see on TV. Maybe in the latest technology, you can see maximum four. You can't see all the 200 channels that are available on your TV simultaneously. पर्यायेण यू हैव टू डू. ये थोड़ा देखा, फिर नेक्स्ट में गया, नेक्स्ट में गया, नेक्स्ट में गया. ब्रह्म अनुभूति ऐसा नहीं होता. दैट इज द ब्यूटी. सो किम अस्मदादिवत पुत्र स्वर्गादीन पर्यायेण, क्या हम लोगों की तरह कि उनके ब्रह्म अनुभव के भोग पुत्र और स्वर्गादियों का है और पर्यायेण है. तो लेटर ऑन इट विल बी एक्सप्लेन्ड. आई विल हिंट गिव यू हिंट राइट नाउ ओनली. Putra Sukha is good, Swarga Sukha is good, but in that, how many efforts have to be put? How much of struggle has to be done? And how much the waiting has to be done? How many dependencies are there? In the Brahma Loka, ये सब नहीं होगा. ब्रह्मा अनुभूति वो आगे बताने के लिए ये एग्जाम्पल दे रहे. That's why I said this shloka is so carefully, this Bhashyam, word by word we have to digest. We should tune so much to Bhagavan, Adi Shankara and Shruti Mata. Then only the joy of understanding comes to us. And once it is understood, you will not go for anything. Like in the world, Putra Sukha will come. But to have the Putra Sukha, first you have to have the Putra. For that you have to marry. For that you have to have good position. For that you have to study. For that you have to go to school, college. वो उस एज में पुत्र का सुख प्राप्ति के लिए इतने सारे यू हैव टू डू. एंड दैट आल्सो हाउ लॉन्ग? टिल दैट स्टूपिड फेलो इज ऑफ द एज ऑफ 4 or 5. उसके बाद वो इतना नचाएगा हमको. इंक्लूडिंग दशरथा कुड नॉट एस्केप. हिज सन, बेटा मत जा, मैं मर जाएगा. तू मर, मैं जाऊंगा. गए राम जी. Nobody is happy, became happy permanently with the children. Cannot be. Are you not understanding? Is it not a fact? Not that the children are bad, therefore they will trouble you. हाँ, child is son is very good, but the बहू आके उसको लूट के चली गई मानो. No, that is also dukkha because of son only. Because you are attached to son, not to the bahu. Then you become angry with her because she has kidnapped him. And this fellow like a kid gone behind. दुख हो गया ना. वो फेल हो गया, उसकी तबीयत खराब हो गया. अब किधर है सुख बताओ, पुत्र आदि. और ये जब तक नहीं सोचेंगे ना, we will never understand the limitations of it. Only then we are ready to give them up. And in the Brahma Sukha, Putra Sukha is there, not one. The whole world are your Putra, without the tension to go through to get a Putra. That is the meaning of this thing. Be attentive. In Brahman Sukha, there is no Putra. But with the Putra, what Sukha you get, that is there. That is why we have to come to a very clear understanding that we need Ananda or Sukha, not the Vastu or Vyakti. Through the Vastu and Vyakti, we imagine the Sukha. Sukha Vastu Vyakti Vishesh में नहीं है. वस्तु व्यक्ति विशेष में सुख ढूंढने वाले को संसारी कहते हैं. और उसको कभी मिलता है और नहीं मिलता है. It's all conditional. So निर्वस्तु का, निर्विशेष का, निर्प्रयत्न का आनंद. Like a teacher, if she has detached herself from her own only one stupid son and is taking every child of her class as her son, will she not be happy so much with so many children? It's in her choice. She can. And all sentiments, emotion, no मेरे कोख से पैदा नहीं हुए, यही मेरे, ये all बेवकूफी है ना। स्वामी जी कुछ भी कहो, अपने बच्चे होते, इट्स ऑल नॉनसेंस. That is only a lower level explanation. When you come to philosophy, Vedanta, you have to change. How can that fellow is a son who is troubling you throughout the day just because he's born to you? You have to little rise above that attachment. Is it not? The one who is helping you, loving you, serving you, him you have to consider more than Putra. That's so if you're really honest, the servants are greater than Putra. They take less money but give so much seva. And the children eat away everything but make us miserable. And what is the reason? You are attached. Encashment. वो लोग कर रहे. But are we ready to understand these subtler things? Accept them. Heart in heart, not outside. That doesn't mean that you kick away your son or detach from them. Then it's against dharma. There is a world, the world created by the Lord. Lord made the rules. We have to follow rules. You cannot leave your son and take care of servant. That's not the meaning. Don't misunderstand that way. Satyanas are always useless fellow. You are responsible. You are the mistaken. It is your mistaken creation. You only have to rectify. So you can't leave him. See, kim asmadadivat putra swargadin paryayena. Are you understanding the question? Is like we experience the ordinary people who have not recognized Brahman, the joy, etc. of the putra and the swarga. Putra sukha is maximum in the world. Because a man or parents feel fulfillment when they become parents by getting children. There's no joy greater than that. Later on, there is no misery great. They give up even God, Guru also for the sake of children and all. वही तो कर रहे हैं हम संसार. So too, beyond the human life, there is no greater joy than in Swarga. Therefore, Putra and Swarga. That is the two, for example's sake, the Shankara Bhagavan has quoted. क्या पुत्र सुख स्वर्ग सुख मिलेगा उनको, वो ब्रह्मज्ञानी को, जो हम पाते हैं? किम अस्मदादिवत पुत्र स्वर्गादीन, that also paryayena. Paryayena is very important. One after the other, not simultaneously. Now the answer is na iti aha. No, not like we experience one after the other, and each one is with so many conditionings, like Swarga also. How much of punya we have to do? For doing punya, how many of the efforts we have to put? वही तभी जाकर वो स्वर्ग में. They are also depending only. How much punya done, as now just said. In Swarga also, not that all colonies are same. Like central government employees, they apply for the government quarters. But it does, they are not given, everyone is not given HIG. HIG वालों को ही HIG देंगे, MIG को MIG मिलेगा, LIG को LIG मिलेगा. HIG means higher income group or grade. MIG is middle income grade. Third is LIG, lower income grade. LIG वाले का सिंगल बेडरूम ही होता है, MIG का डबल बेडरूम होता है, HIG ओनली लिटिल. उससे पहले थोड़ा उनको पूरा विला ही मिल जाएगा. So too in the hotel also, single bedroom hai, double hai, triple dormitory also is there. And you have your own big coupe, kipe, क्या भी कहते हैं उसको, special coupe. You have to be very careful before putting efforts for what you are doing. What's the worth of it? Na iti aha. Then what? Ki saha. The word saha in the mantra is this. Saha ashnute sarvan kaman saha. Saha means he, ashnute means bhungte, sarvan means all, all means niravasheshan, kaman means bhogan. So saha niravasheshan sarvan kaman bhungte ashnute ho gaya. More important than all that is saha. Saha means yugapada. Yugapad means eka kshana uparudhan eva. एक क्षण उपारूढ़ा नहीं मीन्स एक ही समय एक ही क्षण में उन सब का भोग एक ही बार मिलेगा ब्रह्मज्ञानी को, नॉट पर्यायेण, वन आफ्टर द अदर, एक ही बार. Now how to explain that? Nobody can explain it than these words. Each one will have to feel. सुख की बात हो रही इधर, तो आपने खट्टा खाया, फिर मीठा खाया, फिर नमकीन खाया, ऑल फॉर सुख. इन सबको खाने का सुख मिलकर है तो कितना होगा? एक ही बार. दैट इज बड़ा युगपद. एक क्षण उपारूढ़ान हो गया. नाउ द नेक्स्ट थिंग्स आर थोड़ा सा हैव टू पॉज एंड कीप ऑन एक्सप्लेनिंग लाइक वी आर डूइंग नाउ. I'll read out today. We'll go into details tomorrow. What is that? Ekakshana uparudhan eva. Then ekaya upalabdhya. Example is savitru prakashavat. Then nityaya brahmasvarupa avyatiriktaya yam avochama satyam jnanam anantam iti. एतत् उच्यते ब्रह्मणा सह इति. देन उसका फिर एक्सप्लेनेशन शंकर भगवान विल गिव. ब्रह्मभूतः विद्वान ब्रह्मस्वरूपेण एव सर्वान् कामान् सह अश्नुते. And what is the meaning of that? न यथा उपाधिकृतेन स्वरूपेण आत्मना जलसूर्यकादिवतु प्रतिबिंबभूतेन संसारिकेण धर्मादिनिमित्तापेक्षान् चक्षुरादिकरणापेक्षान् च कामान् पर्यायेण अश्नुते लोकः. कथं तर्हि? अथोक्तेन प्रकारेण सर्वज्ञेन सर्वगतेन सर्वात्मना नित्यब्रह्मात्मस्वरूपेण धर्मादिनिमित्त अनपेक्षान् चक्षुरादिकरण निरपेक्षान् च सर्वान् कामान् सह एव अश्नुते इत्यर्थः. This is what ना I can just say in one sentence the meaning of it. पर उतना मजा नहीं आएगा जितना वर्ड बाय वर्ड समझना कोशिश करेंगे समझने. And this one thing, please don't miss class tomorrow. This one thing, if it is thoroughly understood, then only our eye gets opened up, our intellect gets opened up for pursuing only Brahma Tattva and nothing else. It's somehow from millions of lives we are missing this understanding. Therefore, instead of pursuing Brahmanubhuti, everything else we are trying to get, and we are getting it, but not for what we are getting it. We are only caught up in that limited experiences of the world. वो है भी थोड़े और खत्म भी. Like nowadays, when you go to hotel for ordering idli etc., इतना थोड़ा, इतने कप में सांभर, इतना छोटा तो चटनी देते हैं, वो खत्म हो जाता है. दोबारा मांगो तो डबल एक्स्ट्रा चार्ज. 30 years back it was not like that. You order one plate idli, दो या तीन होंगे, एक बाल्टी भर का सांभर भी was ready to give. Freely they used to give. अब दाल वाल का महंगा हो गया इसलिए कम गए. That's all okay. I'm just telling how it looks like. You know, इतना लोटे में कॉफी चाय देते थे दिन हम. अब क्या है ना, सैंपल this much only and charge 50 rupees. In the same way, every experience in the world is very costly, very less in quantity, never giving full satisfaction. And you have no more money to buy. See, can you analyze it at homework? भाई इतना मेहनत करके थोड़ा चीज पा रहे हैं, वो भी नॉट सेटिस्फैक्शनरी, खत्म. Like in big cities, we pay 25,000, but only a single bedroom flat you get where there's no place even to sleep after putting all your luggage. You can't have a bigger room, double bedroom जाए तो you have to pay 40,000. नहीं है उतने पैसे. In the same way, in the samsaric pursuits, the life is like this only. But the Brahma Prapti is not limited like that. To tell that it's in unlimitedness only, all these explanation is given. So आज इतना हमने समझा कि सारी कामनाओं को एक ही बार वो अनुभव करेगा, कामनाओं के आनंद को. and expand it, as I told you, all the jivas of the past and present and future, with all their indriyas, even mana, whatever, all the objects they have enjoyed, enjoying, going to enjoy, all of that will be there in Brahmanubhuti. अब देखो कितना बड़ा गेन है वो. If we are convinced about it, will we go for anything else other than it? If we are going means we are not convinced. Bhagavan Shankara and Shruti Mata are trying to logically prove to us the fact that Brahma Ananda is like that. How is it? That's the main thing. कोई बात को कहना सेंटिमेंटली इमोशनली इज अलग, इंटेलेक्चुअली प्रूव करना अलग. After getting the proof with intellectual understanding, when you yourself do it, you yourself will experience it बाद में. But to experience it, you have to do sadhana. To do sadhana, you have to be convinced. Conviction is only through intellect. Intellectually, we will be proved tomorrow. Why? In the Brahma Anubhuti, there is an ananda of everything, of every time, by everyone, through everything. मतलब हर दिन एक एक कप चाय हम पीते आए. इमेजिन करो पिछले 40 साल में 15,000 दिनों में 15,000 कप पिया, और 15,000 कप चाय का आनंद एक ही बार मिला, मानो कितना बढ़िया रहेगा. दैट इज ब्रह्मानंद. सिर्फ एक चाय की बात कही हमने, अब इतना बाकी खाया पिया सोया. ब्रह्मानंद इज सो इनफाइनाइट. सो दैट इज वाई ते शतम प्रजापतेरानंदा स एको ब्रह्मण आनंद. We are going to see it. So I believe this is an important topic for us to shift our attention from the worldly bhoga to the Paramatma Ananda. ये बात नहीं समझा ना, जितने भी वेदांत सुनो, it is only for the class. Beyond the class, go back to our own tea, coffee, breakfast, lunch, dinner, दुनियादारी, अब उसी में फंसे रहे, छोड़ नहीं पाएंगे उन चीज़ों को. But there is a chance, if this is understood, that we will be able to give up other things and go for it. So far, we were only analyzing the shortcomings of the world to get the Vairagya. It is half the achievement. But the remaining half is what? The Brahmanubhuti is so great that it encompasses all the Ananda of all the time by the all people. If this positive thing also told, then we will pursue it. Pursuing Brahma Jnana or Brahmananda alone is the fulfillment of Vairagya, that we left the world. दोनों मिलकर ही जीवन संपूर्ण होता है. वैराग्य किया लेकिन परमात्मा को पाया तभी नहीं होगा. परमात्मा को पाने की कोशिश करो लेकिन वैराग्य नहीं हुआ तभी वो नहीं मिलेगा. दोनों को हमें अचीव करना है. इन जनरल वी टॉक ओनली अबाउट वैराग्य. Actually, if you clearly understand the glory of Brahma Anubhuti, Vairagya is so effortless. Like the child holding on to an object. So much. And he is given a better object. He doesn't take even a half minute to throw the earlier thing and take this. You see the children. The moment the value is known, he just throws the other one. Like he is playing with an uncle because mother is busy in kitchen. The moment the mother comes, you will jump from this uncle penkle into the mother's lap. So too, if you can really deeply intellectually with some pause and poise, understand in its completeness the benefit of discovering Brahman, other than that we don't go anywhere. May it happen to us. Oh Lord, please bless us. You have struggled yourself to put us on the study of Upanishad from last 2.5 years. Let this be the outcome. Let this be the benefit that we are convinced about the greatness of Brahmanubhuti, and then we pursue only this at every cost or price or effort. यही मिस हो रहा है ना, तभी जाकर श्रवण मनन नहीं बन रहा, विषय समझ नहीं आ रहा, ध्यान में बैठ नहीं रहे, कोशिश हो ही नहीं रहा. मैं जस्ट कमिंग ऑन टू क्लास, और क्या कर रहे हैं इसके अलावा? मैं तो और कुछ करता ही नहीं, मैं अपने लिए बोल रहा हूँ. So this study should continue in reflection, should continue in meditation, in which We have dropped the multiplicity of the triputis and without entering into the avyakruta akasha of the nitra through the final triputi, even by dropping it, we are discovering that which is hidden behind this guha of triputi called as Brahma. Let us strive for it. We'll continue tomorrow. Om, 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 Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः परम ऋषिभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु मस्त टॉपिक है ये तो भी माया इतना पावरफुल है ना सुनने के टाइम सब समझ कर भी द मोमेंट गो आउट ऑफ क्लास एवरीथिंग इज फॉरगॉट इसलिए निरंतर इसी मूड में रहना